what should I do? I should do something different. I should do something different. So at that time, I decided to go with GIS and remote sensing. But believe me, there was nobody in front of me who will give me some inspirations. Nowadays, you have so many iconic figure, so many professionals that you can see that this person has built their career in GIS remote sensing, so that I can. But in case of my terms, when I went through GIS and remote sensing career, there was nobody, in front of me that I will see him or her and encourage me that I will make my career in the GIS and remote sensing. But I motivated myself because it's a technical field. If I became a technically sound person, there will be lots of options. Maybe I will not have a handsome man salary in initial, but if I go with those things, if I technically sound, then definitely not I will reach my destinations one day, not next day, but one day. One everything is not happen within a day, but one day I can reach my destinations. So it's a long journey. It's a not a easy journey. It's a difficult journey. Once I was in Jadavpur University, I used to spend time with the GIS and remote sensing in practical sessions. We had a off day in Saturday and Sunday. I went for practical sessions, practical GIS field survey in Dhanbad region. I spent entire time over there. And after coming once again I came in Jadavpur. I attend the class. I did something very difficult things. So after completions of uh, I went through postgraduate diploma. Not there was no at in nowadays there is lot options in pursuing MSc or MTech and GIS and remote sensing. But in now when I went through, there is very few options of MSc and MTech. So I went through postgraduate diploma. So having post after just before my completions, I get a conventional job in a very small company, and I spent there almost three and a half months. And I was the first student who got the job amongst 22 candidates. And in Jadavpur University, there is a at that time there was a exam for entrance exam, in whole India basis. I cracked that exam, and I get the opportunity to pursuing the course on GIS and remote sensing. So having get the opportunity in a small company named as where I think the company is not belongs right now, JES Corporations. It's located in Shodhpur. So after spending few months, I went PCI Software Private Limited. You may heard you have GIS can student can heard PCI Geomatica is a conventional GIS software. And I was in a department of R&D means research and development. So in that field, my job responsibility was to develop one software, to develop some tools in software like Geomatica and other software. So this is a very good exposure for me on that time. So at that time, I have a lot of exposure. At that time, I provided training in GIS and remote sensing techniques to wing commander who are fighting the who are flying the fighter jet. And they provide the training to them. And it's not an easy task because they are very serious about their learning. Because the learning is related to their life. Learning is related to their security. So they wanted to know each and every single item, each and every single technical things. Without knowing, they will not give any release. So it's a not is an easy task. But I completed all those things. I provided training at that time to Space Research Institute, Meghalaya. I provided training at that time, National Bureau of Soil Survey and Land Use Planning. I want to share my experience when I went to provided training to National Bureau of Soil Survey and Land Use Planning. It was my first time when I assigned to provided training on the GIS remote sensing. So I was that time I was feeling little bit of nervous, but there is lot of scientists over there. All they have white is here, and French cat. There is some French cat mustache over there. Having seen the auditorium, I felt little bit of nervous. So how do I provided training all those dignified people? They are very dignified. They are scientists, and I am just a very new joined candidate in PCI Software Private Limited. So at that time, I motivated myself that I will not provide training regarding soil science. I will provide training regarding GIS and remote sensing, and that is my domain. They are not aware about and GIS and remote sensing. They will learn from me. I will make them understand. So I will take the I will lead the auditorium. So I will lead the auditorium, and in that way I motivated myself. And I in that way I motivated myself. Whatever I will say, it may be right, it may be wrong, but I will say, and they will hear. So in that way I motivated myself. So it's been a long journey. So having doing all those things, now after that I get the opportunity to reach over Canada. But due to some passport and visa reason, I not able to go over there. At the same time, I get the opportunity. There is some interview on in government sector. Government sector means Special Investigation Division, Public Health and Engineering Department. Suddenly I noticed that. But in the thing is that in that time there is no sufficient candidate having GIS and remote sensing knowledge. There is very few candidates having GIS and remote sensing knowledge. But nowadays competition is much more higher, I know. But in that time there is a very confined people who are aware about GIS and remote sensing. So it's about 2010. I got the opportunity to sit on a interview in the Public Health and Engineering Department, GIS and remote Special Investigation Divisions. So there is some written exam. I sat on the exam and I cracked it. After cracking, I have to I had to sit on a machine test. So I had to sit on a machine test, and once again I cracked it. After that, I had to sit on a viva. So having sitting on a viva, once again, having blessing of God, I cracked it. After cracking, having few months in hand, I just told to my existing company that I get the different opportunity. So please release me so that I can have the better opportunity. So they released me, and after that I sat I joined on Public Health and Engineering Department. Having sitting on the Public Health and Engineering Department, there is lot of challenging opportunity has come to me. Lot of challenging opportunity. So initially, which our task is right now to provide purified water to entire West Bengal. Entire West Bengal, there is lot of locations which are suffering from arsenic and fluoride contaminations. So our basic motto is finding that locations which area are contaminated with arsenic and fluoride. Having identifying all those things, we have to provide proper purified water over there. So we have to prepare contour, we have to prepare digital elevation model, we have to identify suitable, we have to make a suitable site selections. Where can we prepare a reservoir, or where can we prepare a dam, so that keeping the water of rainy season, we will provide we'll store the entire water of the rainy season, and we'll purify the water, and we'll supply the entire water to the civilian, to the villagers. So it's not an easy task, but my my point is that if you are a students of GIS and remote sensing, always you are thinking that there is the only opportunity in the private sector. So definitely there is the opportunity in the private sector. There is lot of private sector over there who are doing their project. So at the same time there is lot of government and semi-government sector who are acquiring the students who are from the GIS and remote sensing background. But you should have a little bit of experience, and you should have a technically sound. So there is a very important things whether you are technically sound or not. So if I want to yeah, I want to give a given one example. So once we decided that there is some particular locations where you can drill or you can dig. You will find some oil over there, crude oil over there. So we have to mention the particular location, particular lat long where we can dig. This is a very challenging thing. So where we put the locations, the entire mining department will dig that particular locations. So having analyzing of that GIS and remote sensing techniques, if we give some wrong informations, having spending almost 5.5 crore, they will not find anything. Entire responsibility will come to us. So you should have technically sound knowledge. So if you have a technically sound knowledge, definitely you will have the job opportunity in government and semi-government sector. So don't need to worry about it. Just go with your technique, go with your techniques, go with your studies, and whatever the madam and sir advise to you, just go with that. Definitely I believe you will get success. Once another thing I want to share my experience with you. I was deployed in the team of Amphan predictions. So I have been deployed over there. So whenever we monitored the Amphan situations, before 1 week of Amphan, we saw a very clear eye over there. I means eye of cyclone. So if you that has been very clear, there is a very clear distinction that if the eye of the cyclone is very clear, that cyclone will going to be very disaster. So we predicted at that time that should be very disaster, and we pray to God that please make us wrong. If we became right, there will lot of disaster over there. Please make us wrong. But having very technical, very advanced technology we used, and we became 100% perfect. And whatever the locations we predict for landfall, and that was the absolutely 100% perfect. But having seen that, we gave informations to the government, and government took the initiative to relocate the people, relocate the civilians, relocate the villagers to a safe place. So in Amphan, there was no human casualty. So which is the result of that? So GIS and remote sensing give the proper way, proper path to save our people, to protect our people. So this is the way, and this is the job satisfactions. This is more than monetary amount, more than your salary. This is more than your salary. So whenever you went through you are going through GIS and remote sensing, try to be very technically sound. And if you become technically sound, believe me, there is a lot of opportunity in government sector in PHE, government sector like forest department, forest survey department, department of science and technology, election commissions, rural development, urban planning, wetland management department, Indian Jute Research Institute, uh, uh, city planning. There are lot of opportunities in government sector. And believe me, in election commissions also hiring that kind of GIS and remote sensing expertise. There is IIT also hiring lot of GIS and remote sensing expertise. So also fire service is also hiring some GIS and remote sensing expertise. Agricultural department, irrigation department, Jal Sampad Bhavan. The DVC, Damodar Valley Corporations. There are a lot of government organizations who are hiring GIS and remote sensing professionals for their perspective. So believe me, just go with your studies, and you will have a proper destinations. But don't be up, never give up. Always be with your sir and madams, be with your university. Definitely you will find a proper way, but not in a day. You will not get success not in a day, but one day definitely you will get success. Definitely believe me. I follow the same way, and I am not saying that I am a very successful person. No, not at all, but I am trying to be. Always I am trying to be. Lot of success doesn't means about your monetary amount. Success means your honesty. Success means your hard work. So just go with your study. Just give 100% on your study. Definitely there is lot of opportunity. Being a government officials, believe me, being a GIS and remote sensing professionals, being a government officials, I have entire government facilities right now. So see, it's not about always some myth over there. Maximum government organizations provide some contractual, but not some government organizations. But there is some changes in government policy, and definitely they will make you permanent. Okay, so just go with your proper studies. If you get any difficulties regarding your studies, just discuss with your sir and madam, and they will definitely provide. And if I get any information regarding government sector, definitely I will provide those informations to your university madam and sir, and they will definitely give the informations to you. So don't be afraid. Just just be with your university. Definitely you will reach in your destinations as early as possible. So path is not so very easy. Path is difficult because there is lot of university is now providing MSc and MTech in GIS and remote sensing. But I believe if you become if you give your 100%, if you give your 100%, if you work hard, definitely you will get success. So there are lot of experience to be shared, but due to time consuming, I don't want to longer my speech. So if you have any questions regarding your side, you can feel free to ask me. And once again, I want to say that if you go through GIS and remote sensing, if you in a right path, definitely you will have the opportunity to get service in the government sector. So thank you very much, madam. Thank you very much, sir, to sir, for inviting me and for sharing my experience. So if you have any questions, you can feel free to ask me. Thank you, madam. Over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Ghosh. It is always wonderful to listen such a positive, encouraging talk for all of our participants. And I hope that all the participants have noted down the different names of different sectors that sir has mentioned, where a person, where which departments are recruiting students with GIS skills, the irrigation department, DVC department, all these names. I hope that you have noted down. If not, then we will also upload this video to our official channel, today's geographer in Adama's University. In that YouTube channel also, we will upload this video. You can listen to it. And as sir said, that any information, if he has, he will share with us, and we will be sharing with you through our WhatsApp group. I have provided the link of the WhatsApp group in the chat box. Those who are interested to discuss more about the career opportunities in different sectors, and also are interested in Adama's University to know different type of updates, you can join us in that group. I have provided the link. If you have any question, definitely you can put it in the chat box. We will take your questions after this discussion is over, panel discussion is over. So thank you so much for this wonderful discussion, Mr. Ghosh. And now I would like to go to our next panelist, who is Dr. Supratim Karmakar, is from Adams University. I would like to ask you, sir, that what are the, you have heard about the required skills that organization demands from a person who wants to join them. So what kind of skills what kind of training we can provide to our students in Adams University while they are pursuing BSc or MSc Geography or MSc Geoinformatics? Over to you.
Uh, Thank you, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Let me share my screen first. I think it is visible.
It's visible.
Okay. After this wonderful speech, I think Mr. Ghosh have like touched upon each and every dimensions from where our students and our participants can get the idea that there are lots and lots of government job opportunities, government sector opportunities nowadays. And as we know that geography has always, it has lots of government job opportunities. There are traditional government sectors opportunities, and now as we are entering in the era of geoinformatics, which brought one a revolutionary change in the field of geography. It is also it is also growing in the government sector. And as Mr. Ghosh rightly pointed out that there is a notion between the students, among the students, that like after completing a master degree or any diploma in geoinformatics, that people only can go for the private sector jobs. But no, it is partially correct. It is not correct totally, because nowadays various government sectors, they are also providing lots of job opportunities from the field of geoinformatics, and where all the students, and especially our students from our department, they can go for it. And first of all, I would like to share that how Department of Geography, Adams University, is preparing our students, our syllabus, through our syllabus and through our training, how we are preparing our students for the government jobs, and what are the basic skills that are needed for government jobs, and how our syllabus and how our university faculty and Department of Geography is preparing them for these government jobs. First of all, the programs we offer in Department of Geography, that is BSc in Geography, MSc in Geography, MSc Geoinformatics, and after that there is a scope of doing PhD in Geography. And as we know that while people do PhD in Geography, they need a lots and lots of application of GIS and remote sensing. And in our department also, the scholars are also doing this kind of things. So from the very beginning, in our department, in graduation, from the graduation, we are having the scope of doing specialization. We have specializations in population and settlement geography, urban geography, resource geography, agricultural geography, uh, and geography of health, well-being, political geography, hydrology. So So we know that these all our specializations are there, and we have specializations in post graduation, like advanced environmental geography, advanced geomorphology and hazard, urban and regional planning, hydrometeorology, and we have a specialization in remote sensing and GIS. And now all of us we know that we have a dedicated department of like MSc in geoinformatics. So, and for our students who are pursuing their post graduation in geography, they are also having their specialization and in remote sensing and GIS, and they are also very much well equipped with all the knowledge and all the technicalities of remote sensing and GIS which are required. So while in Adams University, we always uh, look to make our student experts in some in applied fields. Okay, so that is why we always focus on outcome based learning. That is, we know that always the outcomes we set for our courses, that is very much pragmatic, and that is very much application based, like key mechanisms of like physical geography and as well as human geography. Always we look for like our students to be sound in planning, and whatever they learn, they need to apply in their real world situation. That is why we give focus, we are very much focused on doing dissertation, project works, and contemporary research works from the very beginning of their curriculum, from graduation. Even in our graduation courses, students go for contemporary research. They go for paper presentation and paper publications in international conferences. So we always go for some learning outcome which are very much practical oriented and which are very much application based. So we always, our syllabus is very much contemporary, and each and every year we update our syllabus according to the need of job market. Okay. And we have intensive practical training. We actually gave intensive practical training of remote sensing and GIS techniques from the graduation level, and for MSc Geoinformatics and PG Geography, we give them like we give them a rigorous practical training. We give them rigorous practical training. Okay, so we can see that, and we also go for the traditional field techniques, because we know that being a geographer, that field visit and field validation, we give highest priority to that. So our students visit regularly for the field work, and they go for the field verification. And we also do collaborative works, like our internship projects are like we do collaborations, and students from PG and UG both, they went to various industries and as well as like government institution for their internship for some collaborative works. So as we need, as we know that Onghursh has said very aptly that he has to sit for he has to crack one written examination. So for government job, it is very very important to crack written exams. And written exams contained all the written exam content various dimensions of study. And for the geography especially, there are some key areas which are very very important while we are preparing for government job and all. That is like regarding the environmental geography or environmental science, geography of India, world regional geography, population geography, basic physical geography, climatology, and geography of West Bengal. These things are very very important for any government job while you are preparing. And as our students are here, they have joined, they know that in our syllabus we cover all these aspects in a very detailed manner. We cover all these aspects, and all the other participants who are from the outside, I also suggest them, please go through these dimensions, because if you are preparing for any government job, you need some basic knowledge of these dimensions of geography. Otherwise it would be really difficult to crack any kind of government exams. As Mr. Ghosh said, that he also have to sit for a government exam and crack it. So, and our department of geography offers some very important and poignant issues that will help our student to get into government sector. Like, we know that any competitive government sector exam, you will face some questions from basic mathematics, you will face some question of English, your basic language. So in our department of geography and Adams University, they provide a compulsory paper on basic mathematics, and they provide communicative English paper. And for our GIS remote sensing students, they have to go a paper that is called business communication, where they learn that how to communicate with people and how to develop their language, which is very very important skill. And we have a career development cell also in our university, which is totally dedicatedly they prepare, they give training, weekly classes are there, they provide training for our students, not only how to crack the only the exam, but they teach them the soft skills, like how to appear in the interview, how to talk with the government officials, how to make a proper gesture, how to keep a very positive mindset and body language. Each and everything is looked after in a very proper way by the CDC or the career development cell. Even the PG students, our geoinformatics students, they are also eventually enrolled in that, and they are getting a very rigorous training that how to get prepared for the interview for in any sector, and especially for the government sector. Now, in geoinformatics, we know that, as Mr. Ghosh said, that in his first job, there was a job that he needs to develop some tools in like PCI Geomatica. There was his responsibility. So it is not only knowing the software, but you need to know some programming language also. It is very very important nowadays to know the programming language, to develop some tools, or to develop some programming language for develop some tools and to develop some software. So this is very very important. And our university made a curriculum which is all pervading. We combined all these things in our syllabus of geoinformatics. Our PG students have their dedicated papers on Java, Python, and programming with C language. Database management system is very very important, as we know that the students have to work with like lots of big data concept is there. So database management system is very very important. And we dedicatedly we dedicated a different paper for it, that is database management system. And the faculties of faculties from engineering or faculties from data science who have the highest amount of expertise in database management system, they provide them that training. The classes are taken by those faculties. And as I told earlier, that there is a paper of business communication which is very effective, which is very much needed for our students who want to appear in government job or government sector, because it is making them prepare with their language, their high communication skills. Because we know nowadays, really it becomes very difficult if you have the knowledge and if you don't know how to communicate that knowledge or how to spread that knowledge among the others. So that communication skill is very important. That is like communicated through the business communication paper, which is very very important, that Adamas University is providing. So it is very helpful. So, as Sir Mr. Ghosh already mentioned, there are so many posts and so many opportunities in government sector. Like there are some administrative sectors where like geoinformatics people and the geography students can appear. You can see that the public administrative units are there, like civil service examination, IAS, that IFS, Indian Police Service, that IPS, and we know that WBCS exams for like BDO, SDO, DM, AGM, Deputy Collector, and Deputy Secretary, so on. There are lots of posts where people from geography and geoinformatics both can appear for this, both can sit for this kind of exams with well preparation. We have the jobs in academics for the, especially for the students who are doing PG, post graduation. There are lots of school opportunities are there, like school service commission or public service commission. There are lots of opportunities are there in these sectors. And for the higher studies also, like people who are aspired to do some higher studies, and if they want to go for PhD, they have to crack NET or SET exam, and they can go for PhD and research. And then they are very much prepared for the teaching in colleges and universities. They will get prepared for that. You have to crack NET and SET exam. And our syllabus is very much well accorded with the syllabus of NET and SET. If you go through the syllabus of Adamas University, you can see that all the syllabus, all the criteria which are needed for cracking NET, UGC NET, or CSIR NET, all the topics are being covered in our syllabus of PG Geography. And the students who are also doing PG in Geoinformatics, they have some dedicated paper for the general geographical knowledge. They need to which they need to sit any government exam or any government interview. They are also having some general papers which will make them equipped with for sitting in the government interviews and government exams. So now, if I focus on the like the GIS specialization government jobs, here you can see that college and universities nowadays, college and universities are hiring people who have the knowledge in GIS. Okay, like all the IIT, Indian Institute of Technology, they are hiring people with the proper knowledge of GIS and remote sensing. Indian Institute of Remote Sensing is directly working in the field of remote sensing and GIS. Planning divisions, all the planning divisions of state and central government, they are having one dedicated section of for the planners who need that specialization and in GIS and remote sensing. All the local urban governing bodies like our municipalities, even the panchayats now, they while they are doing some planning, sir said, Mr. Ghosh said that they are doing a project on providing purified water. So where they need to do the drilling and where they need to install those water pumps, so they need some remote sensing and GIS application. Department of Transportation, Department of Forest Resource, Environment Department, Department of Public Works and Highway, they are also coming up with the requirement of GIS analyst and GIS specialist. So from various from various background, from various specialization in geography, you can move towards GIS and remote sensing like hydrology, geology, security and defense, geophysical sciences, even core physical sciences, or people from core, like pure sciences, they are also coming in the field of GIS and remote sensing. So just in the you one interesting thing I want to share, that just today I was going through one you know one portal, government job portal, that in today, just today, I have found that five or six, these five very prestigious jobs, government openings, where advertisements like like National Center for Art Science and Studies Thiruvananthapuram, they are give the advertisement for, like, they have 3 to 4 opening for project scientists, where they need, where the basic required our requirement is GIS specialization, GIS and remote sensing techniques. University of Calcutta, the Department of Botany, they gave one advertisement for project scientist. They have opening for remote sensing and GIS people. Research officer in like Chaudhary Charan Singh National Institute in Jaipur, Rajasthan, they also hiring GIS remote sensing people. Wildlife Institute of India, Dehradun, Uttarakhand, they are also hiring project scientists having GIS remote sensing background. And GIS officer post, there is an advertisement I found that in Forest Research Institute in Dehradun, they are hiring people from GIS and IT officials. So you can see that on a single day, just today morning, I was shuffling through the portals and I have found these prestigious advertisements where people from GIS remote sensing background can apply, and all these I have mentioned here, all these are the government job opportunities. Okay, so and you can become, with the remote sensing and GIS application, people can become cartographer also, because cartography has lots of academic opening. All the universities, all the urban development boards, they need cartographers. And I think people from GIS remote sensing background, they can be very good at cartographic sense. And so for the job of cartographer in various institutes, especially the academic institute, our students can apply. And as we know that for remote sensing GIS people also, Adamas University provide very good knowledge and training for cartography also, so they can go for it also for government jobs. And urban planning is a very very flourishing sector where our students can apply. Always look for those openings, because like the municipalities, there are lots of high huge number of municipalities are there, urban local bodies are there throughout India, who like very frequently who give advertisements, and there are lots of openings for the urban planners, not only in the planning institute but the urban local bodies, Department of Transport, Department of Environment, Planning Commission, they, and even the IITs, they look for urban planners. And if you want to become an urban planner in today's scenario, you must need a very sound knowledge of remote sensing and GIS, because urban planning is such a field, flourishing field, where we can actually there is a lots of scope of applying remote sensing and GIS based knowledge, and all the developmental work, social welfare, lots of NGOs, very renowned NGOs, who are doing some projects in government collaboration. They are also hiring people with remote sensing GIS background. Even in our department, I'm very happy to share with you that in our department also we are having one major core project from ACRB, that is a Department of Science and Technology project. Our faculties, Dr. Tuhin Bhadro, Dr. Kosturi Mukherjee, and our another faculty from Department of Biotechnology, Dr. Abhinit Shah, they are involved in this very prestigious project that is going on in Sundarban, based on some river, you can see that assessing potential of river restoration and reconnection. Okay, it's a very prestigious project that is going on for last 1 and 1.5 years in our department. And here, the best part is, here I want to share that in our department we always engaged our students in these government projects also. Our students regularly visit in the, even in the core forest area, and they're doing rigorous research along with our faculty. So they're getting from very beginning, from their studenthood, they are getting the practical knowledge, they are getting the field knowledge, and they are getting the essence of doing government projects. As Mr. Ghosh said, that taking a government project means not only the technical expertise, but it's a matter of huge responsibility, that whatever the findings you are suggesting, on the basis of that, the government is going to invest lots of money, and it is going to be used for people's welfare, common people's welfare. So you can understand the amount of responsibilities. But here you can see that our students are working. So there is a group discussion, focus group discussion just happened from our department, and our students are always engaged in this kind of activities. So from the very beginning of their career, even in their student life, they are just starting they started to understand the responsibility, the pros and cons, the very minute details of working in a government project, how it is to be in a government project, and how much responsibility they have to take, and they are getting their technical expertise. And as I said, that we always give like highest priority for the field experience, and we always engage our students in this kind of activities. And not only these projects, there are a few other projects are also there, and almost throughout the year, each and every month, our students going for any various projects, and they are getting their field experience. And one of that I have mentioned here, because it is a government project and it's a very prestigious project, that our students are also engaged in it. So we have our internship opportunities also, and we have like our students who are really doing jobs in various government sectors also. And while we are doing our internship projects, our students also went for our internship projects in IMD, Indian Meteorological Department. Our students went for internship in the prestigious institute like NATMO, National Atlas and Thematic Mapping Organization. They went to Presidency University, they went to Kazi Nazrul University. All these government sectors, they went for internship and get the real essence. And very recently, one of our student, one of he passed from our department in with specialization of remote sensing GIS, Mollar Basu. He is appointed as a project coordinator, which is rightly now led by Survey of India. He is rightly currently working as a project coordinator. So it's a government project, and he is working on that. So now, as these success stories are testimonials that our students actually can get opportunities in the government sector if they have right kind of knowledge and right kind of expertise. Okay, so it is application based thing. So if you, as Mr. Ghosh said, that if you have the right knowledge, and if you have the enthu or zeal to apply your knowledge in the applied fields, so really you will be hired in the government job. And our students are being hired, that I can very proudly say. and we have ample of scope in our future also. Like so many people can ask that in schools we are not going to get the opportunities, but right now I can say that in CBSE and ISC, uh, in schools also, the school level GIS that is on the verge of coming. They are going to implement this kind of, they are going to include these things in, like in their school curriculum. So in future, I think, I have the hope, and I know that people will be hired with remote sensing GIS background in the schools also. So be prepared for that. And the it is a flourishing uh, arena, so it will grow. So we have to be prepared as a students. You have to be prepared for any kind of opportunities. Just brush up your technical skills and get the knowledge, very basic knowledge, very clear, so you can have a very good knowledge about that. And as we know that Adams University is very much directly related to the rice education, and it has like 35 years of legacy of training people in the government jobs. So as you are enrolled in Adams University, you can get some opportunity to get some support from the rice education also. So that is that will give you like the training for WBCS, Public Service Commission, Staff Selection Commission, even banking, railway sectors, and everything. So, and it is a very, like, it's a known name. I think everyone, every all of our participants, I think, I'm sure that they're very much familiar with the name of rice education. And we are carrying the legacy. Adams University is carrying the legacy of that. So now we have like rice smart. So from online basis, you can have the experience of getting involved with rice education. It's now, it's online, is on online platform also. So uh, there are ample of scope in Adams University, especially for the students of geography and geoinformatics, to make them very much acquired and equipped for government jobs and government job ready. So it is, and it will, as I told you, that it is a flourishing arena, flourishing domain of academics. So it will flourish, and more government job opportunities will come in future, in future times, in coming days. So with this, I want to end my lecture here. So thank you once again for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you. It was wonderful listening to you, Dr. Parmukar. And definitely, we are trying our best to provide the students to the best skills, best trainings. Now we have two questions from audience. So I would like to direct the question to Mr. Oyon Ghosh first. That one question is that if the student is having a degree in past course, like they do not have geography honors, maybe they have studied geography as a past subject, are they eligible for the jobs?
Madam, question comes to me.
Yeah, I would like to ask you.
Okay. So see, there is no actually in the academic, in the professional field, there is no issue of glamour of your certificate. Main issue that whether you want to execute your things or not. If you able to execute your job, then if you definitely you will have your job. Unless until, let's say, if you have a MTech and you have a marvelous result, heavy you're having with a marvelous result, but you don't have any technically sound, you are not aware about technically sound, so it is not at all, it give you the proper job. So thing is that you have to be a technically sound, whether you want to, you will graduate or not. There is many of people who is very known to me, they are only 10th pass, 10th pass, having knowledge with pure knowledge with ArcGIS, AirDAS Imagine, Quantum GIS, Python, JavaScript, Google Earth Engine, and believe me, they are getting a handsome salary in the field of GIS and remote sensing. Thing is that whether you want to execute or not, Definitely that kind of students, that kind of people definitely not able to come in academic sessions, in academic portions. They will in the field of corporate, but they will not able to come in academics, or they will, and they will not able to reach in government sector also. Government sector they need minimum graduate also in the case of GIS and remote sensing. So but in spite of that, they will if my point of view is, if you, let's see, you are a chef of a five-star hotel, and you are not able to food prepare your food properly, will able to reach over there. Let's say there is a very small fast food center, let's say Pintuda over there. Pintuda preparing very beautiful half plate chowmein. So we'll visit again and again to Pintuda, and we'll recommend it to other to please visit over Pintuda. He will prepare. He has a very efficient ability to prepare chowmein. So thing is that whether you want to execute or not, if you able to execute, you have the opportunity. If you will not able to execute, being a MTech, being a MSc, being a PG diploma, being a diploma, so you will not able to get service. And if you get able to get service, you will not able to survive. So thing is that you have to modify each and every day to yourself. Still, believe me, I have to sit in night 1 p.m. or 1:30 p.m. for my studies. I have to make me update. There is lot of satellite is launching right now. What are they providing? What are the informations they are providing? How to process all those things? So I don't have the enough time to go academic institution to learn all those things. I have to explore myself with my experience. So I have to modify, I have to upgrade. So there is a very good example. There is a watch there was a watch name as there was a watch name as HMT, and there was a car named as Ambassador. Both are, isn't that they are not in good quality. They are very good in quality, but they are demolished right now. Why? They are not able to upgrade themselves with the era. So that's why, so my point of view there is that you have to upgrade each and every day in this technical field. That's why that sir said, saying that university is upgrading their syllabus. So that's why candidates should upgrade themselves. They have to be technically sound. If they are technically sound, definitely there will lot of opportunity. Definitely they will not able to go for PhD, they will not able to go for post of scientist, definitely not able to go for post of project assistant. But there is another way they can move. No, it's not necessary you should be a MSc or MTech. If but definitely if you have the result glamour in your result, if you have the degree, if you have the degree in your pocket, you will get advantage. But if you don't have, you should not demoralize, you should go ahead. And that's from me. Thank you, madam.
Definitely, I would like to add that different type of jobs requirements are different according to the post of the jobs. The requirement changes. So definitely, if you have do not have honors degree, there are requirements, so you can try for those jobs. And regarding Pinto, the what this reminds me a very famous dialogue of Amir Khan in Three Idiots, that we should always go for excellence, and then definitely we will have a lot of opportunities. And this is very true, and this validates that what we used to talk in Adamas University to our students, that please update every day, because the syllabus that has been made, maybe it's very good. We are trying our best to develop the syllabus, but when we are developing syllabus and when you are getting the degree, 2 years, 3 years passed in between, and a lot of changes are occurring. So you have to keep yourself updated. You need to know the new launches and the products and the utilization of those products. So that's very good. And the second, I think he also wants to ask about the courses. So for Adamas University courses, yes, if you are not on honors graduate, if you are a past graduate, but if you have studied 3 years of geography, then you can go for MSc Geography. So MSc Geography also provides a lot of training for Geoinformatics, so you need not worry about that. There is another question, sir, to Mr. Ayun Ghosh. desirable qualifications, they ask about, okay, so if someone is having only internship experience and do not have other work experience, so will that work? In case, I do not think that they ask for any other experience, so better to ask this through Mr. Ghosh. So if someone is having only internship experience but not other work experience, um, is there any possibility of them to be absorbed in the government
Yeah,
sector?
definitely. See, there is not mandate that everyone should have experience. So, internship is very fine. Internship means you went through some advanced technology, industry related technology, which technology is being used in GIS and remote sensing industry. See, you went through this. For beginners, definitely you can go ahead and you will get the opportunity, but definitely initially you will not have a black car with a black mirror. So one by one you will definitely one day you will, my point of view is that not in a day you will get success, but one day definitely will success, you will definitely will get success. Once again, success, it doesn't mean monetary amount. Success means honesty and your creativity and your hard work. So if you have the internship experience, then definitely go sit for the interview and try to say whatever experience you gathered in the internship. Try to explain all those things. Definitely you will have the opportunity. So there is a lot of organizations who are entertaining your internship, so don't need to worry. Definitely you will have the opportunities. Thank you, madam.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And we do not have any other questions, but I am feeling enraged after listening two of you. And what are the skills required? What Mass University is doing? We are a very new university, very new in terms that we are only 6-7 years old. But we are also trying to push our students to government sector. Students are nowadays more oriented for, more interested in private sector. So that is true that a lot of opportunities are lying there as well. A lot of opportunities are in research sectors, but opportunities are also are available in the government sectors. Different government projects, they are recruiting students with geography and GIS knowledge. So the time is changing. Students with geography and geoinformatics knowledge can definitely be absorbed in different sectors across the oceans, across the continent. So just you need to develop your skills and update your skills. So with this, I would like to end this discussion, and I really thank Mr. Arun Ghosh for your valuable time. And surely we would like to invite you offline also one day to our Adamas University's campus for interacting with our students.
That will be my pleasure, madam. And I want to say a little bit of things to my dear participants, that see, I get little bit of opportunity to visit so many university for seminar and workshop, and I tried to share my experience. But I see that Adamas University, the sir and madams took a very good initiative, and they are always they are exploring something new. They are modifying their syllabus, and they are very anxious and as well as serious about their students. Whatever I heard, there is a very good relations with students and teachers. So my suggestions to my dear participants, please go with your teachers. Whatever they told you, they ask you to do, please go with them. Definitely they will always do things for your good, and definitely you will reach your destination. So thank you, madam and sir, to be with your students. This is very, nowadays this is not happening to each and every sector. Whatever I saw, that every teachers, not I, it is not good to say, but see, I am seeing that every faculty member says that just go with YouTube, just go with YouTube. So why I will go with YouTube? Whether we have our respected teachers, so why I will take help of YouTube? So definitely I will take help of our respected teachers, and our respected madam, sirs, and other faculty members of your Adamas University definitely helps you a lot, and they are thinking about their syllabus continuously. They are modifying with the government and semi-government and non-government sector. So what they take the requirement and they modify, they grooming you. So be with your teachers, and definitely you will get your you will reach your destinations as early as possible. So thanks to you, sir, madam, and thanks to all of
Thank you.
your dear participants
Thank
to
you.
be with us, to see to show your patience to listening us. So thanks to all of you. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
madam. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Karmakar, for your wonderful presentation.
Thank you,
And
ma'am.
thank you all the participants for joining us again and again in different forums and different events. So we will also be organizing other events, and we'll send you the link of those events in future. Thank you. Thank you. I'm ending
Thank you.
this.
Thank you.